Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Happy holidays, Chag Sameach, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all of that. This is the time of year where a lot of scams and fraudsters come out of the woodworks as well. As you know, as a business or even as a marketer, this is the time of year that most companies make the majority of their profit is during the holidays, particularly in Q4 all the way through the new year. So I wanted to walk you guys through how to kind of catch a scammer, a fraudster, or what have you, because I just got served an ad on Facebook, and immediately I was like, okay, it's one of those. I want to teach people how to recognize these and how to kind of investigate them themselves, because I love investigating this kind of stuff, any kind of fraudsters out there, but maybe you don't know how to recognize it. So without further ado, let me show you the ad, and then I'll walk you through why this is a scam, and probably you will even recognize it pretty easily. So let me switch over to my desktop over here. So this is my Facebook, as you can tell. Something you can see is this ad. Let me scroll a little bit there. So you can see it says Best Buy one word.us. First and foremost, that should be suspicious to you guys. This, you can even hover over, mouse over like I did. A consulting agency. You can just look at the content, 67 likes. Just everything about this doesn't make sense. However, this is a sponsored ad, right? So Facebook is allowing this to happen. You can even look at the copy of the post, and you can see this is a copywriter that wouldn't typically be at a big brand like Best Buy. I wouldn't expect them to write copy like this with the emojis on the side, but things are changing. Another thing you should keep your wits about is the use of a bit.ly link. If you, and one of the cool things you can do, guys, to investigate someone's bit.ly link, because they're usually public, is you can copy the bit.ly link and add a plus mark to it and look at the stats. I'll show you that in a second, but let's look at this ad real quick. It's for some like dishwashing gloves. They actually look kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so that's the product. And then you can even see here what the call to action button. It says wallmastbuy.store. Come on, guys, that should be a red flag. If it's not, I'm telling you, it's a red flag that these kind of URLs aren't used by big brands. 50% off Christmas sale. Of course, like I said, they're trying to take advantage of the holidays. Has a lot of engagement. It has a lot of shares, everything, right? So just kind of your first impression of this should look sort of scammy, but it's not to a lot of people. To me, it is, because I work in this business. Maybe a lot of you do, but the ordinary person, citizen, whatever, they are not seeing this as a scam. They just are quickly glancing, oh, Best Buy is running this ad. Oh, this product must be Best Buy. So now let's actually investigate. If you click into the page, you can see over here that they just have some random Best Buy pictures up of some stores. Okay. The name is bestbuy.us. And it just, 67 likes. So this should just stand out as being a problem. But I want to teach you guys how to really dig into it. And thankfully, despite Facebook never being able to prevent these stores from popping up and leveraging someone else's intellectual property and brand for their own profit, they at least have the transparency tab now that's, somewhat useful for people like me. If you click into page transparency, you can see more about, if it would work, you could see more about this page, right? So you can see it was just barely created in October. Clearly, that's not Best Buy. You can look into like if there's any name changes, the kinds of people who run the page. It doesn't look like there's much here because it hasn't been around too long, right? But what's really important is you can look at the ads from this page. That's right. You can go to the ad library and see what ads are being run by this page. So if we click into it, you can see that at least in the US where I'm at, this is the ad they're running, right? This is the ad we just saw, and it might be the only ad that they're running. You can click into ad details even more. and just look into the different types of placements they have. Looks like they just have a couple different ads going. The difference might be just targeting or something like that. But again, let's click into the bit.ly. So this is what really concerns me, right? If you click into the bit.ly, which is that link that was in the post, right? Oops, let me go back, guys. Sorry. This link right here. If you see that, you can tell that there's a lot of clicks, 200,020 clicks. And you can see when they started getting clicks, looks like they were testing it a little bit back in the beginning of the month, and now it's been scaling. They're scaling this ad as it's been more successful. 220,000 people have clicked it. That is a lot. This ad is very successful from what I can tell just on the front end. I don't know about sales, but I imagine it's doing really well if they're getting that many clicks, this much engagement. That's problematic. And that's problematic is for the reason that they are leveraging someone else's intellectual property and brand. This is Best Buy. They're misrepresenting Best Buy. They're misrepresenting this product and where it comes from, the trustworthy factor of it, and they're pushing it to this website. Clearly not Best Buy or anything affiliated with Best Buy. And you can even see, I would argue, that they're trying to kind of slightly ride off the momentum of the brand Walmart as well, right? From Walmass Buy. And if you just flick through the website, you can see this was thrown together in a matter of maybe a couple hours. Here's those gloves. And this is, I believe, more than likely a Shopify website, which are easy to stand up. So one thing I want you guys to know is this is kind of a very, very, very common business model that people are doing in the e-com. They are creating Shopify websites, which are really quick and easy to do. They're getting or sourcing products from Alibaba and other kinds of drop shipping methods. They're building these stores out of nowhere. They're not even creating the products. They're getting usually Chinese made products. Then they're going to Facebook and building essentially a fake business page on Facebook. They're leveraging big brands names like Walmart and Best Buy. They're running ads for a month and they're really successful. All those clicks and engagement suggest that these ads are doing very well. That's why they have the money to keep reinvesting into scaling these ads. And this is problematic for everyone. The consumer, they don't know what they're really getting. They're being tricked into which brand it's coming from. Best Buy is losing here by their intellectual property and brand being leveraged to sell someone else's products. Facebook is obviously letting this happen, whether it's, they're just playing whack-a-mole and there's just too many of these or not. The ability to run fraudulent kinds of businesses and e-commerce ads is rampant. So I really want you guys to be very careful out there when you're, scrolling through Facebook and Instagram and you see ads. Be very particular whether you trust this or not. And if you care to investigate like I do, do it. But just be careful, not because maybe the product wasn't cool. It kind of looked cool to me. Obviously, that's why it's probably selling so well. But you don't know if you're really even going to get the product because that's not a real business. Or if you get the product, if it's going to be a quality product, or if you'll be able to get a refund, or what you're going to pay in shipping. There's a lot of issues here, and you just need to be very careful. So I just hope I was able to teach you guys a little bit of how you can look into these things. Again, just to go by quickly, if you get an ad and you don't know if you trust it or if it's representing a brand well, just do some clicking, whether you're on mobile or on desktop. Look at the page. How many likes does it have? Does that make sense for the brand that it's representing? Look at the copy. Does this seem kind of, I don't know, just suspicious for brand messaging? Are they using bit.ly links? Not that brands don't use bit.ly links, but on sponsored ads, they typically just use the call to action button here. I would imagine that this bit.ly link is also what this link is here. It looks like it from what I can see. Usually not using bit.ly links. Click into the ad, the page transparency. You can see, when the page was created. Does it seem suspicious how soon it was created? Look into any of the other information. Look at their ad library. They're running one ad. That should definitely be suspicious to you. Bit.ly links. You can even investigate how much they're scaling this and the success of the ad, since they chose to use a publicly kind of transparent link tracking. And then look at the website. Does it seem legit, or does it seem like it was thrown together? All right, guys. That's hashtag Trav for today. I hope you guys are a little bit more informed, a little bit more prepared to be, an informed consumer, and be careful of what you're buying during this season, because there's a lot of fraudsters that want to take advantage of people's emotions and this time of year. So be careful. And like I said, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Chag Sameach, Happy Hanukkah to everyone out there. Have a great holiday season. Bye, guys.